alleging the FBI was involved in a giant cover-up to protect the Biden family and sway the 2020 election and possibly 2022. Highly credible whistleblowers are coming forward and reporting that the FBI intentionally downplayed damning evidence about Hunter Biden's corrupt business deals. And they hatched a plot to discredit Hunter's laptop as, quote, disinformation. We're learning federal agents were allegedly told to stop any damaging investigations into Hunter Biden. No questions asked, even though there was alleged proof of Hunter's potential criminal activity. Orders to black out the story were reportedly put forward by FBI analyst Brian Outen. Funny thing about him is he's the same FBI official who pushed the Trump-Russia collusion hoax. He took the bait on the Steele dossier and used it to illegally investigate Trump campaign officials like Mike Flynn and Carter Page. And now he has his fingerprints all over another FBI plot to meddle with our elections. This is all coming just as federal prosecutors in Delaware have reportedly reached a, quote, critical stage in charging the son of the president for tax fraud, foreign lobbying violations, and lying on a firearms application. But primetime sources tell us that these are very narrow charges, and the bigger international pay-to-play scheme involving China and the big guy is not being seriously scrutinized. And Delaware prosecutors may be getting pushback from the Department of Justice to wait on charging Hunter Biden so it doesn't cost the Democrats in the midterms. The FBI whistleblowers, as mentioned towards the top of the show, came forward to Senator Chuck Grassley, and he joins us now to talk about it. All right, Senator, what else can you share with our audience tonight?
Well, you've covered the top line of it. A little bit more detail is that they had people making decisions on what should be investigated or start to investigate or not investigate, and what to shut down an investigation had political bias in it. It's as simple as opening a case against Trump that was based on fuzzy liberal newspaper reports. It was a good reason to advance the investigation. But when it come to Hunter Biden, with plenty of concrete information, it was shut down. It's pretty simple. And we have evidence that some of these people have exhibited this political bias over a long period of time, because there's a guy by the name of Thibault that the whistleblowers told me about. I took it directly to Ray. I guess he had done this when we issued a press release on it, but I talked to him about it to thank him, because he moved that guy out of the decision-making of which investigation should go ahead and which one should be stopped. But that gives you an example of political bias, and it hurts the integrity of the FBI. The people of the United States ought to have really good feelings about the FBI. They ought to know that they're a credible organization, and there should be no party or...
Okay, we'll stop it right there. First of all, fuck the FBI. They ain't credible at all. They ain't nothing but a corrupt organization to serve the elite and these damn Edomites in power. And but saying that, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachacha Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutation to all the Akim out there pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom. Now, as you saw in the video, further showing that this is Esau's world, man. Esau is able to get away with whatever he wants to get away with. Everything is all an act. Everything is all a play. It's all a ruse. This whole thing of, who gives a fuck about the election? Honestly, but everything is going to happen, on the Most High's time. Everything that's going to happen, the prophecies that the prophet's been speaking about, is going to happen no matter who is in power. You know, you can put Trump back in power. He's not gonna make America great again. You know, you can put Biden back up in power. It's not gonna make no difference. The shit is going downhill and it's gonna stay going downhill. It's over. It's through. So this whole thing about the election, by them, you know, having the FBI help them out, I couldn't care less. The main point is how they're able to use the FBI to discredit, you know, the whole thing about his laptop, all the information that this motherfucker Joe Biden's son has on his laptop. You know, you've seen a couple things leak out about him, you know, weighing crack on the scales and him hiring some hookers and buying like I don't know how much shit on crack. I mean, it's ridiculous, and no wonder his father Joe Biden decided to go give out free crack pipes to people, man. He supports this shit. But back then, I don't know what year it was, like sometime in the 90s or something, he was all against it, saying how a penny size of crack can land you 5 years in prison. Why ain't his son in prison? Right? So, you know, further going to show you the hypocrisy and the bullshit that these Edomites, how these Edomites deal with nothing but hypocrisy, nothing but lies, nothing but deception. It's all everything that they do is all to oppress Jake. Because who was affected more by the whole crack epidemic at that time, or the whole crack, I don't know how to say it, but I guess just the crack going, spreading throughout the hood. You know, it was Slacky. I lost my train of thought, but pretty much Esau made it a big deal about of crack being on the streets in that time period, locking up Jake for 5 years or more for that shit. And now that his son does crack, now it's, oh, we gotta help out, you know. We gotta help out. We gotta be more considerate. We gotta be, you know, more caring. Even with this whole fentanyl so-called crisis that Esau has been dealing with these damn pills. Now, you know, you gotta help him out. You gotta put him in rehab. All this and that. Bunch of hypocrisy, man. Man, a bunch of bullshit. But let me get a couple precepts. Because at the same time, you know, I think they also mentioned how they use the FBI to investigate what they want to investigate and what not to investigate. So, like I said, you know, Esau is able to get away with whatever he wants, man. But let me get this precept real quick. This is Psalm 94:20. It says, "Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law?" Now let's get this. Let's go into the concordance and get this for frameth. It says to form, fashion, frame, to form, fashion of human activity, of divine activity, of creation. It says form, potter, fashion, maker, frame, make, former, earthen, purposed. Pretty much to form or to make, pretty much, right? So let me read this again. It says, so shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law. Pretty much through their laws, they're able to get away with mischief. You know, they're able to do things and get and cause a bunch of uh I guess how would you say it? Get away with certain atrocities, or get away with certain um what's that word? You know, in the scriptures it says it. Um, I guess oh yeah, unrighteous decrees, able to get away with unrighteous decrees through their laws. Let me see if I can get this in the NOT. Okay, it says, can unjust leaders claim that the Most High is on their side? Leaders whose decrees, look at this, leaders whose decrees permit injustice. You see? And that's exactly what the laws permit, man. It's all about oppressing Jake, you know, oppressing the innocent and letting the wicked get away with whatever evil deeds that they want to get away with. And that's how the justice system works. They word it and manipulate it in ways so they can get away with whatever they want to get away with. And even these so-called I guess how would you even say it? These law, I guess, yeah, law enforcement, so-called law enforcement agencies, the FBI, DEA, so on and so forth, right? Even the whole police thing, that all goes back to uh the slave patrols. You know, that all goes back to slavery. And it's all to benefit Esau. It's the FBI wasn't created, you know, to benefit Jake or to help out Jake. The CIA, the FBI, all it was all there to create to oppress Jake, to control Jake, you know, to keep a watchful eye on us. That's all it was created for Esau to be more secure in his kingdom. And he uses the FBI, the CIA, and all of them to, you know, do his evil deeds, as well as his court systems. He can get away with shit. Everything's rigged, man. Everything's corrupt. So all y'all Jakes that seek justice, seek uh 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 fairness from Esau, you ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it. It's a waste of time. You gotta seek the Most High. That's the only way you're gonna receive justice. Let me get this. It's Job 9 verse 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Pretty much the point is, you know, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. The Most High gave power to Esau to rule this world, to control this world, and do whatever he wants in it, which he has. He's been doing it, right? But at the same time, he has his limit. The Most High put a limit on him, and his limit is up. His time is up. Esau ain't going to be able to scatter his seed among the stars. He ain't going to be able to discover and measure the earth and everything. His time is up. He's through. That's where you see him. You know, I made a video yesterday that got taken down. I got striked off my other channel, my main channel. But I made a video, you know, showing the Pope of the damn Edomites, this fucking Catholic Church, showing the Pope uh, uh, apologizing to the Native Americans, the so-called Native Americans, apologizing to Gad for all the bullshit that they did whenever they started to um, indoctrinate the kids. They would molest them, rape them, kill them, who knows what else. I mean, we know what they did to Judah when they had him in slavery. All the bullshit they done to them. You can just imagine what they did to Gad. Let me get this. Psalm 73 and verse 5. it says they are not in trouble. Actually, let me actually, yeah, I'm gonna read the King James version, then I'm gonna read the NLT. Psalm 73 and 5. It says, "They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Their pride compasseth them about as a chain. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment." Yeah, Esau is not in trouble as us. We do one little thing, man, and we get chastised. The government is after us, or the Most High chastises us, or you know, uh, damn cops come after us. It's just all chastisement of the Lord. But we do one thing wrong, man, and all hell breaks loose. Esau does all kinds of fucking atrocities, all kinds of iniquity, wickedness, and he gets away with it scot free. So much. So you can look back look back through history in the recent 30, 20, 30 years. You see all the bullshit Esau's done, and they're able to get away with. That's the reason they have so much pride, like it says in verse 6. It says, "Therefore pride compasseth them as a chain, about as a chain." They have so much pride. They feel they can get away with it. That's why they feel that America's going to live forever, because nothing bad has really ever happened. Even besides 9/11, they still have that pride that it ain't going to happen no more. They feel as though they're invincible. It ain't until just recently where their faith in America is starting to get a little shaky out there buying uh doomsday bunkers and shit. Them and their fucking bug out bags, stockpiling foods and shit like that's gonna save them. It's over for you, Esau. You're through. The time has come for you to pay your due, right? So it says, "Violence covereth them as a garment." And who's the one going around the whole world causing violence? It's Esau. Anywhere you see a disruption, anywhere you see some war, or some chaos, or some rioting, you know some civil unrest, best believe Esau got a hand in that. Best believe Esau is somewhere in the midst. So let me read this in the NLT. Psalms 73 and verse 5. "They don't have troubles like other people. They're not plagued with problems like everyone else." Right, and who's the one that's been plagued with problems, man? Who's the one that's been plagued with the curses? Judah. But soon enough, these curses are gonna. We see it. We see it now. These curses are starting to fall upon our enemies, man. We're starting to see Esau suffer these same curses that we've been suffering since we fell off. Verse 6 says, "They wear pride like a jeweled necklace, and clothe themselves with cruelty." There ain't no one as cruel as Esau, man. Oh, but you Edomites are gonna have to wait, man. You don't know the meaning of cruelty. The Most High is gonna show you what cruelty really is. But further going to show you, man, that these Edomites, the reason why they're able to get away with all these things is because they rule the world. Just look at what happened to John Epstein, or whatever his name was. They pretty much sweep that under the rug. You don't even hear about that. You only hear about that from these so-called Edomite, these truthers. Like Alex Jones, or whatever. right? Or Dabu 7, or that one other dude, you know, the whole call for an uprising guy. But you don't hear this from mainstream news. You heard it like once or twice, and that was it. Brushed it under the rug. You know, what about Hunter Biden's like like it was mentioned earlier? What about Hunter Biden's laptop? All the information that's in there. You know, you just heard that the FBI, you know, is trying to suppress and pretty much trying to deviate the people from or pretty much how do you say it? Almost like downplay it. They're trying to downplay uh the importance of that laptop or the credibility of the information in that laptop if it ever gets leaked out. Oh, and don't forget about the whole Hillary Clinton thing, the Pizzagate, all of them emails, you know, the whole sex trafficking bullshit. What happened to that? All got swept under the rug. You see, we're dealing with a people, a man that is ruling the world, which are these Edomites, have complete control that has been given to them by the Most High. The only way we can't fight these people with guns. We can't fight them through their own system because they can rig the system. They rig it all the time. They manipulate it. They they go and kill people off. They can do whatever they want. They're able to control everything. The only way we're gonna receive true justice, the only way we're gonna receive true freedom, because a lot of jakes think they're free out here just because they're able to make some money. You know, they go bust their ass at work and come back home and barely able to make the week's end or their monthly bill and shit. It's almost like you working at a plantation, right? You're a slave. You're working at a plantation. The slave master's like, you know what? I'm gonna give you $100 at the end of the week. Boom, he gives you $100. Then he's like, oh, but you gotta pay me for food. You gotta pay me for rent. You gotta pay me for them clothes. You gotta pay me for the tools I let you use for work. And all you're left with is nothing. That's the same shit y'all dealing with right here, man. Y'all ain't free. Like I said, true freedom is gonna come and only gonna come through Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. The Most High being Yahweh and His Son, which His name is Yahushua, not no Jesus either. That's the only way we're gonna receive deliverance from this place, right? So anyway, you know, with that, I'm gonna close out by saying Kahala Yamla, Allah Hayanawa Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rachakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutation to the Akim, pushing his word with our truth, righteousness, and sincerity. I hope this lesson was edifying. Until the next time, I'm going to say Shalom.